critical thinking is not merely thinking hard, right? It is the intellectual discipline process of actively and skillfully conceptualizing and applying and analyzing and synthesizing and even evaluating information. So when we evaluate the information, when we consume the information, we could look at the Paul Elder framework, right? So the Paul Elder framework is one of the most robust models for critical thinking. It's what divides the discipline into three components. It talks about the elements of thoughts, which are the parts, you know, and it talks about every act of reasoning, and it says that every act of reasoning contains eight fundamental elements. Now, to analyze thinking, one must identify its purpose. You can't just you can't just go on thinking if you're not trying to get to what the purpose, what is the goal. And you must learn to question the issue, figure out what is the problem that is being solved, because critical thinking involves a lot of different steps. It's a lot of different parts, because there's information, which is data, evidence used. There's the interpretations, the conclusions that we draw. There's concepts, the theories, the axioms, the things that guide our thinking. There's also there's assumptions, what I'm saying, the things that we've taken for granted, maybe something we heard, something we believe. These things create these assumptions. There's implications, the consequences of the thing, and there's the point of view, our worldview, which is our perspective in which the thing is viewed. So there's an intellectual standard for critical thinking. It's the rules, and these are the metrics used to evaluate the quality of the elements